Hi, welcome to another guided meditation. My name is Sage. I work for the Oregon City Public Library. So there's kind of this weird thing going on right now where there's this kind of constant mix of lethargy and panic, right? There's just a lot of conflicting physical feelings happening. And often a pretty common response to stress or to panic or to things that are unknown is to freeze. And winter is coming. It doesn't help anything in regards to that, because it's easier to be in that frozen state as things do get colder and darker and rainier and just a little less exciting to be around. So today I want to take some time to look into that freeze state, given that it can also be very protective sometimes. Sometimes it's important to allow yourself to be in these states until you have the basic survival needs met to move out of them safely. So for example, if you're struggling now with food or shelter or sleep, then this might be something that has to come later. But we can always address how our body is doing. So when we are in a more lethargic state, that sometimes can just be tiredness. We've all been overworking ourselves during a lot of crises, and with that, comes a physical response from our bodies. So you might notice yourself. For example, I notice myself already clutching my hands together, or having my shoulders rounded up toward my ears, or, I'm also 35 weeks pregnant, so I'm hunched over quite frequently. But just notice right now, what kind of things are you doing with your body that tell you that your body is kind of trying to respond to something. So if you were in a completely relaxed state, your hands might be on your knees, you're breathing nice and deep, and you're feeling good, and that is great. If you are in a more heightened state, or more maybe a flighty state, or just in a circle of stress or overthinking or doing a lot of those things, then you might notice like your foot is tapping, or you're tapping your hand on your leg, or you're more jittery, right? So looking at the freeze state, if you are kind of curling into yourself, maybe your head is falling toward your chest, then we're gonna look at that. So we're gonna start by sitting up tall. We're gonna bring our shoulders up to the ears, round them back and down. Let's do that a couple times. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. One more time. Good. We can incorporate our breath now. So as you inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale them back and down. Inhale up to the ears. Exhale them back and down. One more time. Inhale to the ears. Exhale back and down. Sit up tall. We're going to bring our arms out like a big T, and just stretch through your fingers as far as you can, keeping your breath. And let's, at the end of our arms, let's wiggle our fingers. So we're just wiggling. You're going to take one more breath, reach the arms out. As you exhale, bring your arms in and give yourself a nice big hug. So this is great for the shoulders and for stretching, but this is also just one of those really nice nurturing, self-nurturing methods. Sometimes we just have to hold ourselves, right? On your next inhale, bring your elbows up. Feels like you're taking off a sweatshirt, and pull your arms over your head and bring them back out to a T. So we're going to breathe in, stretch the arms out. As you exhale, this time bring the other arm over the top, hug yourself in. Squeeze. As you breathe in, bring your elbows up and over and out. Good. We'll rest our arms back down. So go ahead and just soften your gaze or close your eyes if that feels okay. We'll just tuck the chin slightly so the neck is in line with the spine. Send your breath all the way to your belly. Notice if there's any restriction in its path. And go ahead and just kind of sway side to side as you continue to breathe. You can let your head fall, maybe. Let your ear come to one side or one shoulder. And let it fall and come to the other side. Checking back in with the breath. If the movement is calming, you can continue or you can return to stillness. Notice your body here. Notice its temperature, if it's warm or cold or cool or hot. Notice the temperature in the tips of your fingers. Okay. If your hands are feeling a little bit on the colder side, we're going to bring our palms together and just rub them together until we have some friction, until it gets warm. Take a breath in. And we'll place our hands, one on the chest, one on the belly. Take one big breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it out like a big sigh. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Stay safe, wear your mask, be responsible, and I'll see you in the next one.